Maybe it was a good thing or not, I can't say. But what I've seen the township do with this building since the takeover, it's made great strides. It does give us some place to go. If we have a Memorial Day service and it's in climate, they can use the gym. Basketball, different events in the school. We did have an after-school program, which I sat on the board for a number of years. I understand it's now defunct, but it gave them a place to operate from. To sell this school, as the school board found out, it's not worth a whole heck of a lot. I mean, you're going to be lucky if you get $150,000. It's not going to really bring you out of your woes. To raise the rents, as I said before, drastically, if you're going to do it moderately, I'm with you. But if you're going to raise it drastically and drive out the businesses, that's not the answer either. This community doesn't have a whole lot. And I understand that. We're a small community. We're rural. But we do have a place here. The building has had many grants through the years, and I wonder sometimes if you do away with the building, will those agencies that possibly gave the grants come back for the grant money? I don't know if they can. That would be something your solicitor would have to look into. My other concern is this. You as a board, have you looked into any grants? J.B. Chambers built the baseball fields down in 470. Well, J.B. Chambers left money for this town. Not for Donegal Township, but the town of West Alexander. You could tap into it. But have you made any effort, instead of litigating with your road department, litigating with different people, have you made any effort to have your solicitor pressure that board to get a representative from West Alexander on that board? Oh, they send us a drip every once in a while. We have after-school snack program, maybe a lunch program. But go down 470, look at them baseball fields. They were all built by J.B. Chambers money. That money should be coming here. I've told the previous board, I told the last borough council before it disbanded about various grants. There's grants, I don't know if they're still available, but you need to look into them. Lowe's, they give community grants for community-funded projects. 84 Lumber, another place that gives grants for money, for projects. And then there's the DCNR, Pennsylvania DCNR. Now, I don't know, I had a contact there one time, her name was Tracy Stack. They had a program that was a 5-year program, and I tried to get the last borough council to tap into it, but they didn't have the funds to do it. They have a program that you could get somebody to run this community center, that it wouldn't sit idle, that they would pay 100% the first year, 80% the second year, and it goes down in increments, that you could get a director that could have this school open after school for kids to play basketball, maybe have some kind of arts program. You have a stage up there that's just sitting. There's so many possibilities. I think to just give it away, and it was talked about giving it to Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec isn't under you. Any decision that Parks and Rec makes ultimately comes back to you because it's a board under you. You have the final say. So, I just think before we throw up our hands and say, you know, the school's on fire and we need to get rid of it, I just think we need to look at some of these options. I think you as a board need to reach out and see. We have our great neighbors, these big gas companies. Millions of dollars being sucked out of the ground in this area. Have any of you approached them about maybe sponsoring the gym? You know, Range Resource, they love to toot their own horn. The Observer Reporter, they put full-page ads in all the time about things they do for communities. Well, what about Donegal? What's the problem? I'm not going to talk no more. I've probably said too much tonight, probably made some enemies. I hope not. I hope we still all can be friends. But I'm just gonna sum it up with one thing. In the Observer, about a month ago, they said, be careful what you wish for. And that was to you. You were in the hit and miss column in the editorials. I just see the township sort of going on a slippery slope. You have a board of 4 new people, 1 person that has experience. You need to figure out some way to mend the fence. This infighting, I agree, is senseless. But this constant bickering and litigation, you got 4 guys on that road crew. Talk with them. Sit down and talk. You don't need a solicitor. Sit down and talk. Back and forth. They're your employees. You have a police chief. Sit down and talk to him. I just hope you guys find a way to try to mend the fence. Because right now, as I look at this community, I see it going down a slippery slope. And that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you, Mr. Cofield. We will take that under advisement.
Thought it was pretty funny.
Public comment? Last chance. How do you vote?
Mike?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
I guess, Buzz? You vote yes?
Me and Doug are voting no.
You vote no?
Yeah.
Doug, you vote yes?
I vote yes.
I want to stay here.
Pretty good today. Pretty good today. Feels tired like a drum.
Sorry, Doug.
You walk one pump. See sweetheart.
Okay. You got it.
What is it? Jamie changed.
We voted, you guys can't vote.
Doesn't matter. Okay, next meeting. I got an 8:30 UC hearing, so I'm gonna stick around. Usually I'm glad I stop. Yeah, I have a hearing in the morning. I'll call him after. Next meeting, I always welcome reminders.
JP had the last one, it was where we.
We're gonna have
Yeah. We did all that. We matched funds on both
I
ends.
don't care.
Hey, how was your meeting the other day?
Now, just tell me.
Well, we matched that.
When will the
I don't know.